Good morning and welcome to English coaching class. I'm an English teacher, Shayyid Ashikur Rahman. Students, happy Independence Day. First, I will wish you happy Independence Day. So on this auspicious day, I have come with the same new topic for class 11. Means what I was teaching. I was teaching the portrait of lady. The part 1 was done. Today I am with part 2. Part 2 of Portrait of Lady. In my first class, where I have done introduction of the chapter Portrait of Lady, then second class was part 1, the detailed elaboration or line by line elaboration of the chapter, and we have completed the early age spent by the author with his grandmother. Means early age of author. He spent his early age with his grandmother in the village. Okay, so we have done this in our last class. Today, we will continue from the next part, the turning point, the turning phase of their life. Before proceeding with the chapter line-wise explanation, students, the new user watching my channel, I will request you all to subscribe my channel. Whenever I'll be uploading my video, you'll be getting it. You have to press bell icon. I'm encircling it. My cursor is moving on that, and don't forget to press thumbs up bell icon button. Okay, thumbs up. You must press it. That whatever videos I'll upload, you can get it with the bell icon, and thumbs up. You are showing me gratitude. You are showing me love. That indicates thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Let's come to the chapter detail analysis, the portrait of lady part 2. Okay, students, I'm bringing the page in front of you on your screen. Yes, here is the screen. Okay, so here on the screen you can see. So in the last part we have discussed in the early days of the childhood spent with grandmother in the village. Here we are going to discuss when they're shifting to town. When my parents were comfortably settled in the city, they sent for us. They called us. Okay, and that was a turning point in our friendship. So narrator is saying that was a turning point in our friendship. Whose friendship? I told the students this chapter deals with the theme of friendship. So in our friendship, narrator and grandmother's friendship. That was a turning point. That point changed. The friendship got what? Distance. Although we shared the same room, my grandmother no longer came to school with me. In the previous days when they were in village, what we used to see, the grandmother used to accompany the grandson to the school. But here, no, she is not accompanying. She is in the home and he is going by bus. I used to go to an English school in a motor bus. So he used to go in a motor bus to school. Okay, students, there were no dogs in the streets and she took to feeding sparrows in the courtyard of city house. See the kind nature of the lady. She used to feed dog in the village, now sparrows in the city. She is spending her time in some healthy habits. No. Okay, with some healthy habits. She is doing some healthy habits and healthy activities. Okay, and that indicates village, serving to a dog, giving food to the dog, spending time with the animals. Now here with sparrow. Now here with sparrow. She is spending time with the sparrow. Getting my point, students? So here, what happened here in the city? She's feeding the sparrows in the courtyard of our city house. In the city house, she's feeding to whom? To the sparrows in the courtyard. As the year rolled by, we saw less each other. Means as the situation continues, the time they have started spending in the city, so their close relationship was getting distance. For some time, she continued to walk me up and wake me up and get me ready for school. So the same system what she used to do in the village. She used to wake him up and get him ready for the school. Similarly, she is doing here the same. When I came back, she would ask me what the teacher had taught me. I'll tell her English words and little things of Western science learning. Students understand what are the things taught in the what city school. Western science learning the law of gravity, Archimedes principle, the world being round, etc. These are the points or the topic discussed or taught in the school of city school. Okay, so this made her happy. What this refers to, you what students, this refers to the information shared here. The information shared here means this made her happy, this made her happy, unhappy, this made her unhappy. Students, what it indicate here? It indicates the part, the words, the topic the boy is learning in the school made her unhappy. This is the first reason. Okay, this is the first reason. And she could not help me with her lesson. This is the second reason. In the village, she used to help everything to the boy. In lessons, in topic, in teaching, in taking, bringing, everything she was doing. But here, she could not help anything. She did not like the topics, what was taught. Listening this, she was unhappy. And at the same time, she could not help her with his lesson. She did not believe in the things that they taught in English school and was distressed. See, what was her reason of getting distressed? What was her reason of getting distressed, students? Okay, so what was her reason of getting distressed? That there was no teaching of God and scriptures. This is the main reason. That's why she got distressed. One day I announced that we were being given music lessons. See what he's informing right now. One day I announced that we were being given music lessons. She was very disturbed. The reason of getting disturbed is the music lessons that was given in the school. Okay, that now see the different term has been used for different things. She is unhappy for the lessons taught in the school, and she is in distress when she got the information there's no teaching of God and scriptures. And now what is happening? She is disturbed. Why? Because to her music had lived association. To her music means she had less association with the music. Okay, less association with the music means and it was she's saying for whom the music is during those days. Students, during those days means in olden days, previous days, music was treated or it was done in the for dasis. They used to dance in the music, and beggars used to play and do it. Okay, learn it's a monopoly of harlot and beggars. Okay, so for dasis they used to dance, harlot and beggars, those who used to beg. And for them the music was considered not for the gentle folk. Okay, she said nothing but a silence meant disapproval. So students, this was the status of music during that time. This was the status of music during that time, and it was not considered for the gentlefolk. So she really talked to me after that incident. When she got the information, these were the music lessons, or these were the informations that were given or delivered in the school, or she started keeping a distance. Okay, students, so I understood all of you. And what was the reason of disapproval? That she did not agree or did not support in those things. That's why she remained silent, and that silence indicates the disapproval. Okay, got it clear? I hope, Rohan, you are able to understand. Yes, yes, Rakesh, very good. Yes, thank you. That indicates you are active and you are listening to me, students. Okay, just ping me or write it down. Yeah, you are able to understand. That indicates you're present and you're listening to me, students. Okay, so next, when I went to university, see, students, I have told you 3 phases. We can break the chapter into 3 phases. The first is early life, about the narrator. Second, we are getting about the turning point in the chapter. This is the events we are getting it. And third, when he's going abroad for higher studies, not only university, for abroad. And when he returned back, different scenario. When he returned back, different scenario. That is the conclusion of the chapter. Chapter introduction. When chapter introduced, is describing the grandfather, grandmother, description of the grandmother, and introduction. 3 parts of chapter, then conclusion. Okay. So now we are going to come towards the continuity of turning point. Okay. When I went to university, I was given a room of my own. So when he started grown up, student boy is going to university, is adult. Okay. And what happened? The common link of friendship was snapped. They were in one room, they were living together, at least during the sleep time, they can see each other. But what happened? Now they are leaving, the friendship became snapped. And my grandmother accepted her secularism with resignation. Being separated, she accepted it, and she did not with resignation, means with resignation, given her permission. Yes, you can go abroad, you can do it. So she accepted this separation. Okay, she accepted her separation or their separation. She become the what? She became alone. She became alone. There was no companion or no one to spend time with her. Okay, means especially the grandson was there with whom she used to spend time. She rarely left her spinning wheel. Okay, charkha, what Gandhiji used to use the spinning wheel, that same spinning wheel to talk to anyone. She was most of the time she spent her time using spinning wheel. Okay, and rarely she used to talk to anyone. From sunrise to sunset, she sat by the wheel spinning and reciting prayers. See, students, from every moment, from beginning till the end of the chapter, we can see the grandmother is busy in doing some or other kind of prayer. So these are those points you'll highlight those when the question will come, justify the grandmother as a religious lady. Okay, so you have to, from the beginning till the end, you have to highlight those points that indicates why she is doing prayer. Okay, so here that is one of the one other point where even doing spinning wheel, and she was still reciting. Only in the afternoon she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. In the afternoon, what happened? She relaxed, and after that, while to feed sparrows. Then in the afternoon eating, then she took some relax, then started feeding sparrows, giving the food to the sparrows. What were the food she used to give? While she sat in the veranda breaking the bread into little bits, she started breaking the bread into little bits. Hundreds of little birds collected round her, creating a veritable bedlam of chirpings. So what happened? Hundreds of birds. Okay, one bird, not two birds, hundreds of birds. Okay, the chirping birds, when they start speaking chatter sound, when the birds start making, when they make it together, a sound looks something different. Here the same sound has been described, creating a veritable bedlam of chirping, veritable bedlam of chirpings. Okay, so that has been indicating the sounds being together, birds are making the collective sound. Okay, it is as if a bedlam of chirping, it is as if a lamb for chirping. Okay, some came and perched on her legs, some came and perched, and some sat on her legs, and others on the shoulder. Some even sat on her head. She smiled but never shooed them away. She never has. She never shooed them. She never rejected them. Don't sit on her. Okay. It used to be the happiest half hour of the day for her. It was happiest half hour of the day for her. When I decided, yes, I hope students, you can understand this, the turning point comes to an end. Here the turning point, the second phase, early childhood days or early life of his days of narrator. Then the turning point, the description of turning point completed. Now we'll go see that when he's going for abroad. Okay, students. When I decided to go abroad for further studies, I was sure my grandmother would be upset. So students, see the narrator's view, how the grandmother would be feeling. So you can understand the feeling of grandmother. The grandmother would be feeling upset. I would be away for 5 years. He's going for the abroad higher studies for 5 years. Okay. At her age, one could never tell. At her age means grandmother age. She's in which is maximum level of age. Maximum level of age means where there's no growth. Means after that, when there's no growth, no change, then that means that comes to an end of growth of age. And after that, when it comes to end, then full stop will come soon. Means this death is uncertain. When grandmother will die, it's not certain. But my grandmother could. Okay, but my grandmother could. Okay, so what is telling here? This could never tell, but my grandmother could. It's possible for my grandmother. She will be there. She is okay. She was not even sentimental. Mark it down, students. She was not even sentimental. Someone said sentimental, emotional. Okay, she was not that kind of lady who is sentimental. Okay, she is very much what control of emotions. She has the very control of emotions. She has control on her emotions. How on that we can say, look at here. She came to leave me at a railway station, but did not talk or show any emotions. She controlled her emotions. See, when your loved one is departing, what happened? The tear comes to your eyes, tear comes to you on your face. Similarly, what we are able to see here, she is able to control her emotion. She did not talk. If you'll talk something wrong, you will say, then it will impact wrong. Her lips moved in prayer. Her mind was just lost in prayer. Her lips moved in prayer and mind was lost in prayer. Still see, students, in this moment also we can see she is busy in prayer. Okay, so every point from the beginning till the end of the chapter, so many points you'll get it to describe how she's a what we can say, religious lady. Okay, how she is a religious lady, we can say. Her fingers were busy telling the bits of rosary. Still, she's holding the bits of rosary, the mala, what we talk about, bits of rosary. Silently, she kissed my forehead, and when I left, I cherished the most moist imprint as perhaps the last sign of physical contact between us. Okay, so this is a different symbol. This is a different remark. This is a positive symbol, and the lady is giving a positive symbol. She's not leaving with a negative symbol, negative remark. She remained silent. She made herself a strong lady, we can say. She made herself strong. She did not speak. She did not talk. She did not cry, and she held her nerves. And at the last, what she did it, she left a positive smile with love. Smile with love. Okay, she kissed on her forehead that will leave a love him positive part for the grandson. See, when you depart, students, when you depart, what happens if you start crying? That crying moment will make others and you to be will be a painful moment. And whenever a painful moment will be there, when you depart with the painful moment, it will be quite difficult for others to understand how he or she will be after leaving. Similarly, students, here it did not create that impact by the grandmother. Grandmother gave a positive impact to 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 the grandson. Okay, understood, students? For the grandson, it was a positive impact, leaving the imprint on the forehead. Okay, understood. This is the last sign of physical contact between them, indicates that she kissed him in the forehead. Okay, understood, all of you? And in this part, we see that she is not talking to, or she's not speaking, or she's not crying. Okay, so she's holding her nerves and she is a strong lady. But that was not so. After 5 years, I came back home and was met by her at the station. Okay, was met by her at the station. She did not look a day older. It's after 5 years, again meeting. Okay, means he's now at the age of 25 or 30, near about 25. Okay, 30, we can say, nearing to 30. She still had no time for words. She had no time for words. And while she clasped me in her arms, okay, she hugged him. She hugged him. Okay, again, positive symbol. Okay, she did not cry. She did not cry. Okay, and while she clasped me in her arms, I could hear her reciting her prayers. So still now, students, you can see still she is reciting the prayer. Even on the first day of my arrival, her happiest moments were with the sparrows, whom she fed long with frivolous rebukes. See, students, she was what was her habit? She never used to scold or she used to shoo them to the sparrows. But today, she was scolding, she was talking, she was making some conversation with the sparrow. Okay, and as if she is able to understand the language of sparrow, and the same way she fed longer time and with frivolous rebukes, as if she's scolding them, or she's talking to them. Conversation is going on between sparrow. That indicates here frivolous rebukes, telling something, rebukes are coming, something shared, saying from the frivolous means continuous. She was telling something to the sparrows. Okay, students, I hope you are able to understand my explanation here. Okay, you can understand from this how strong the lady is, okay. In the evening, a change came over her. There was some change in the evening. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood. She did not pray in the evening. She collected the what? She collected the women of neighborhood, got an old drum and started to sing. For several hours, she thumbed the shaking. For several hours, she thumbed the shaking means weak skin of drum. Okay, you might have seen when the morning assembly is going on in different schools, they play drum, or when there's an NCC parade is going on, the NCC people, they play drum to continue the parade. Similarly, for several hours, she thumbed the shaking. Shaking means weak skin of dilapidated drum. Okay, dilapidated drum. Shaking refers that the skin has been stretched of the dilapidated drum. Dilapidated means weak, and what we can say about old drum. Okay, and sang for homecoming warrior. Sang for homecoming warrior. Who is the homecoming warrior? The homecoming warrior represent that the grandson, that is Khushwant Singh. He is returned from the abroad after completing his studies. I hope students are able to understand. We had to pursue her to stop to avoid the overstraining, because in this stage, if someone will play drum for long hours, then she will go for overstraining, or she will go for stress, and due to her, she may disturb her health. So that was the first time since I had known her, and that she did not pray. It was the first time I have ever. Okay, she did not pray. Okay, getting my point. She did not pray. The first time, what has been indicated or highlighted by the writer, that physically I have seen it. First time in my life, she did not pray. When enjoying the homecoming of warrior, in that time she did not pray. Got my point? I hope students you understood the homecoming warrior. And the last part, we are going to conclusion part. We are going to towards the conclusion of the chapter. Okay. The next morning, she was taken ill. So what happened? Stressed, overstraining, made next day the result is ill. It was a mild fever, and the doctor told us that it would go, it will continue. But my grandmother thought differently. My grandmother, she religious lady, those who are connected to her God, they understand what is going to happen. The God means they get some what symptoms, some signals, some connections, and they understand that. She told us that her end was near. She said that since only a few hours before the close of the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. In the last chapter of her life, she had omitted to pray. She was not going to waste any more time talking to us. She is not going to waste any more time talking to us. We protested, okay, but she ignored our protest. Okay, we protested means the narrator's family, the Khushwant's family members, they protested not to go for that, but she need the high time to take medicines and all. But she did not accepted their word. She understood what is the need of this hour. Okay, but she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in the bed praying and telling her bids. Okay, just again with the prayer, she was busy, and before we could suspect, her lips stopped. Before they can trust, they can get any mark or remark, her lips stopped moving. The rosary fell from a lifeless finger. Okay, with the praying process, the rosary fell down from the lifeless finger. A peaceful pallor spread on her face. Peaceful pallor means pale is the peaceful pale. Okay, pale means off-white, weak, that dead symptoms is coming on the face, but again peaceful, because he is the example of peace, serenity, devotion, who is always busy with the part. She's always busy with the devotion part of peace. So that's why it's referring here, peaceful pallor spread on her face. It was the peaceful, and the pale face indicates that the dead face. Yeah, we knew that she was dead, and we understood that she was dead. Okay, so now see the peaceful lady coming to an end. Again, during that time, during the death situation also, she's still doing the prayer, still doing the prayer. That indicates how this lady is a religious lady. This lady is a religious lady in every moment till death, from beginning till death. Whatever the moment we have seen it, she is busy in doing prayer. Okay. So he lifted her off the bed, and as is customary, as per the custom, as per tradition, they did laid her on the ground and cover with a red shroud. So they have covered with a red shroud. Okay, and as per the Hindu tradition, they have followed the start doing it. After a few hours of mourning, it's mourning represent the death. Okay, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. They left the body the same condition, and they went for the preparation for the funeral. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to cemented to be uh, cemented. Okay, to the cemented area where the funeral ceremony will be done. Cemented area. Okay, the sun was setting. It was the evening time. See, students, underline this evening scene or the departure scene of the grandmother when she was departing, when she was leaving, and how the scene was. Okay, so just you underline, and this will help you to remember the other parts. Okay, now just underline it here. Just underline it here. Mm, yeah. Yes, I'm just underlining it here. Just look at, yeah. Just if you have textbook students, you do underline. The sun was setting and had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. See, sometimes in the evening, the different golden light comes there. And even you might have seen a soul, a peaceful soul is leaving. Sometimes in the movie, you might have seen the different light emerges inside the house and the soul depart. Similarly, the soul is departing, the body is departing, and the lady, the peaceful lady is departing, the religious lady is departing, the kind lady is departing, the heartful lady is departing, the strong lady is departing, the energetic lady is departing, the experienced lady is departing. And we can say the importance of that lady. If I'll start appreciating that lady, points won't be sufficient for me to describe, but still I will talk more about this lady. So this lady is departing, and what happened? The room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. The golden light has entered inside the room. We stopped halfway in the courtyard. And all over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead, steep, wrapped in a red shroud, thousands of sparrows scattered on the floor where she was lying. Thousands of sparrows. Okay, what she used to feed them daily, they have gathered. Okay, and what was she doing daily? She used to give them food to eat. But today, she's no more, and she cannot give food to eat. So what happened? There were no chipping, and when the thousands of or hundreds of more than hundreds of thousands of sparrows they gather, they start doing chipping, and they understood today when someone die, mourning, no talking, silence environment prevails everywhere. Silence they have doing, and they are expressing their the sadness by remaining silent here. Okay, we felt sorry for the birds, and my mother fetched some bread for them. So my mother refers to Khushwant Singh mother, same way as the grandmother used to give. She broke the little crumbs the way the grandmother used to do. Okay, threw it to them, and she threw it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread when we carried my grandmother's corpse off. They flew away quietly, silently, they left the place. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. This is the way how the departed, the peaceful soul, and the same time the sparrows also show their gratitude, they show their mourning, they show their sadness, they show their love towards the dedication towards the grandmother. As she was present, she used to show them the love, she used to spend time with them, and when she departed, they also expressed their sadness. Okay, this comes to an end of today's chapter, students. That is the portrait of lady. introduction, then I have done explained you introduction of the chapter. Then again chapters introduction, where the grandfather and grandmother, about them, the beauty of grandmother, the early life spent with grandmother. Then second part, turning point. Third part, where he is shifting to for higher studies. And the conclusion, death and the showing gratitude or love by the sparrows, sadness by the sparrows to the departed soul. This is all about this chapter, the portrait of lady. Here are the few questions, students, if you want to do it. Rohan, then Raj, then Sakil, and Ritu. Please, if you're able to do it, do write the answers and WhatsApp me. If time possible, I'll look into your answers. I'll let you know whether the answers are correct or not. Wait for the next video where I'll be doing the summary, and just join me live. The students, those who are live right now, I'll be doing the video and I'll just discuss the question answers. Okay. Thank you, students. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, before bye, I want to repeat, I want to recall, I want to do the same tradition what I used to follow. The new users, those who are joining me, attending my class, don't forget to subscribe me. Don't forget to subscribe me and share this video as much as possible. Okay, share this video as much as possible, and don't forget to press the like button to my video. That will give me gratitude, showing gratitude towards me, love towards me. Okay, and don't forget to press bell icon. Whenever I'll be uploading my video, you can get it. Okay, that's the end. Thank you. Bye bye.